Hello. I think that the devil has brought something which we call it commercialization of what I call it as commercialization of useless truth or fashionable lies, fashionable problems. Maybe that is the best word. Fashionable problems. I call it fashionable problem because the problems may not really be in existence, but people will talk at and speak as if that is the real problem. Then, and the real problem will be left unattended. That is why I spend time to talk about market, because there is also always the assumption that there is employment over there, but people are choosing not to go and work. But the question is that, yes, there's a lot of problem people can solve, but people have not decided to create a market for that. People have not decided to pay for certain services because they know that those services were not being paid for. You see, we are in this world. This world is in an what I call it IT, intellectual information technology, cybernetic age, and because of technology, many jobs have been taken off by machines. So now intellectual job is the job which is now selling. So when things which were free, like counseling, speaking, and many other things, now is job. So if we try to ignore these things, we are going to create problems for ourselves. That's why I'm saying that let us create the market. But we can only create the market when we are trustworthy. And that is where holiness comes in. We have to trust. You see, business, the biblical law deals and also encourages business. And if you are not trustworthy, it will be difficult or impossible to run business laws, because business does not depend on spot payment. That's not how God created it. There should always be a form of deferred payment. So when there's no trust, then it becomes business and decides to crumble. That is why we have to think many things about these things. This is enough, and I know that we will do it better. There will be a series of lectures into details, so that these things will be dealt in a more serious manner. But today I'm just really coming to my real mission, that is putting order into Christendom. I believe I have certain, but before we can build a relationship, we have to speak of something, talk about something. I've tried to relate a lot with people, and I've seen a lot of ungrateful people and a lot of problems. So I have decided that I have to teach people about my character and how God uses people, so that you will know what I will request of you before we start every project. Because many people don't understand a lot of things, and it creates a lot of problems. Every leader takes obedience very important. When you obey an instruction, that is what every leader needs it. I'm such a person that, let me explain it. I am such a person that I passed through. God used my youthful age or my days to pass through a lot of hardship. Every person who passed through a lot of hardship learns a certain unique behavior. Some people may see it as abnormal. Some people also may see it as normal. Everybody when God wants to make you a leader, He makes you pass through a series of problems, and that problem changes your character. It lets you take see the world in another dimension. So you take a new character. You see, So every leader, that's what. So there are certain things that you may not see it as anything, but I see it as a very serious problem. One, I have always been suffering from dignity. That's people who always want to look down or throw away your respect. So I take respect very important. You will see in my life that as we come to relate, I may not give many instructions. Do you understand it? But the little instruction I give, if you don't carry it, I become offended. I'm also the type of person that with experiences which I've carried out, I don't associate with a lot of things. I'm not the judgmental person, but if one's character will give me problems in my ministry, I don't try it. I don't go to places where I'm not obliged to go, where I have not been told to go. Do you understand it? And so I don't also like people who bring a lot of friends or a lot of people into something to come and control it. I've seen in my life that anytime in our society we always talk about people who are very free, but it's also a very dangerous thing. They bring a lot of people into a ministry whom you don't know, you see. And these people come to change the system. I don't like that. You see, you will see that maybe we will be carrying an instruction and it will look simple. But another person, every instruction which is given looks as slavery. Because every instruction denies you a certain right to do certain things. So if I tell you don't do this, and you are the person who has so many people, maybe common people, to come and mingle with, they will come and tell you that this is slavery, and they don't do it this way, do it that way. You will come and do it the other way. The way I will see it is that you've taken my authority and given it to somebody. So I'm no more a leader, and I'll feel very bad about it. Keeping relationship or having any relationship deals with obedience and obedience to carrying out instructions. When many people want me to pray for them or counsel them, but they don't want to have instruction, I believe that if you can't respect my instruction, if I'm so, then you don't need my love. You don't even need to love me, because the words are cheap. Take instruction seriously. That's how God works. You see, concentrate, devote your time on instruction. I'm not that person. Many people will come to you, they always have the better something to do. They have a better plan, better thing. At the end of the day, you see that you don't have anything to offer. Please, I'm very serious about my instructions. And that is the only way God used to talk to me.